Greetings and a very warm welcome from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It's time for the 7 Districts Emirates D10 2025, powered by Fancode. My name is Shoaib as I welcome you all to this exciting encounter. 4 games lined up today, the first of which is Sharjah, the home team, taking on the team from the capital, Abu Dhabi. Both these teams are looking to get going in this tournament, and I promise you it's going to be an entertaining game as both these teams have some serious talent in their playing 11. Let's quickly find out what we have in store for us. 4 matches lined up. Sharjah taking on Abu Dhabi, that's match number 13. Emirates Blues take on Team Dubai, that's the 14th game of the tournament. Abu Dhabi will be playing another game, and that will be against Fujairah, the defending champions. And the last game of the evening is going to be Ajman versus Dubai. Great conditions, always exciting to watch matches here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Let's find out what the pitch has to tell us. We've got Ahmed giving us his analysis of the pitch.
Match day 4 of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10 2025, powered by Fancode. A very crucial one for all 7 teams involved. So let's take a look at the 22 yards. It is the same wicket we used yesterday here, wicket number 2 at the centre square. And we saw how the major hard-hitting batting sides struggled because they have not used the pitch to their advantage. You cannot overpower the ball here. You need to time the ball. Let's see if the likes of Abu Dhabi, Fujairah and Sharjah have made that adjustment today. Overall, in terms of tactics, definitely look to bowl first and restrict the opposition. It's the same wicket we had yesterday, so it will get slower, it will get lower, and it will get much more difficult to bat on, and should be making for some very, very exciting cricket.
Well, thank you, Ahmed. Yeah, it seems like a good wicket. We've seen some exciting contests, and that will continue today as well. Let's look at the points table and where these teams stand. So far, Sharjah are reigning at the top. They are at the number 1 position with 6 points. They just lost their first game yesterday, while Emirates Blues, they have come up the order and have ensured that they get 3 wins and are tied in terms of points with Sharjah at number 2. Fujairah at number 3, the defending champions, tied with Emirates Reds at 4 points. Abu Dhabi, well, they started off well, but then they've dropped 2 games, and that is not good news for a team which is star-studded when it comes to their playing combination. Dubai and Ajman are dwelling in the bottom of the table. Top 4 teams will play the semi-finals, so the race is on between these 7 teams to get into the top 4 as we get into day 4 of the 7 Districts Emirates D10 2025, powered by Fancode. Well, without wasting more time, let's quickly head down to the centre. We've got Rizwan with the 2 captains for the all-important toss.
Toss time, match number 13. 7 Districts presents Emirates D10, powered by Fancode 2025 edition. I've got the star cast right next to me. Khalid Shah leading team Sharjah, Ethan D'Souza, the youngster, leading team Abu Dhabi today. And to oversee the match proceedings, it will be Iftikhar Ali, our honourable match referee. Khalid Shah, you've got this coin. Can you flip it? Tails is the call.
Head it is.
Heads it is. Sharjah, you won the toss. What have you decided?
I'm going to bowl first.
Any specific reason?
No, because we have given chances to the guys yesterday, last night. But, after losing, you need to win a game. And keeping that thing in mind, the T10 format, you have to most probably, when you bowl first and you win the games.
What is the total that you would like to restrict them to?
Well, anywhere around 80 to 90 on this particular wicket, I think it'll be a good target to chase.
Right, give us a good game.
Thank you very much.
Ethan, batting first, happy with the result?
No, we would actually like to bowl first, but nevertheless, it's a T10 game, so we don't mind batting first.
You've been the defending champions of the D50. This is a completely different format. Is it the change in the format which is causing some problem for you?
Not really. It's just about our team just to start firing, and once we start firing, we'll be unstoppable. So just 4 games into the tournament, so hopefully we make the most of the next 8.
Team news?
We have 3 changes, Ibrar, Itisham, and there's one more out. And yeah.
And give us a good game. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, the news from the centre. Team Sharjah has won the toss and they've opted to bowl first.
Thank you, Rizwan. So that's the breaking news from the centre. It is Sharjah who have won the toss and elected to bowl first, want to chase in this first game of the day. Let's look at the playing 11 for both the teams. Abu Dhabi, they've got a star-studded lineup. Ali Abid, Basil Hamid, Ethan D'Souza, Haider Ali, Haider Razak, Junaid Khan Afridi comes back into the playing 11. Mohammad Nadeem, Rohan Mustafa, Shehan Veeraratna, Siam Khan, the slingy fast bowler, and Umair Ali Khan, the dynamic all-rounder for Abu Dhabi. For Sharjah, Awais Ali Shah, Daniel Liaquat, watch out for him. He has had a great tournament so far, Daniel, and he'll continue that red-hot form in this game as well. Hamid Khan, he too has scored some runs at the top of the order for Sharjah. Ibrahim Masood, the spinner. Irfan Yusufzai, the seamer. Khalid Shah, the captain wicket-keeper batter. Khuzaima bin Tanveer, Lukman Faisal, Nurullah Ayubi, Tahir Zaman, and the left-arm seamer Wasim Akram completes the playing 11 for Sharjah. Sharjah have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first in these hot conditions at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It is getting hotter. The summer is officially here in Dubai and in UAE, and we are going to expect that it does get a lot hotter in terms of the intensity from these players as well in the middle. The two umpires walking out in the middle, and just the right time to introduce my partner in the comp box. I've been joined by Mudassir Ali. Mudassir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon and thanks a lot, Shoaib. Always a pleasure to be with you in the com box, and for sure it's going to be an exciting day 4 here in 7 districts. Emirates D10 powered by Fancode. 2 experienced umpires on the right of your screen. It's Nadeem Anjum. Alongside him is Razik Khan. Final hurdle meeting before this big encounter. Both the teams, they did not had a good outing yesterday, Shoaib, and they'll be looking to make a good comeback.
Yes, Sharjah lost their first game yesterday, and they did have a few changes in their playing combination. Hopefully, they'll want to get back to winning ways against a team that is riding low on confidence, Abu Dhabi. They've had to play 2 matches, 2 consecutive days, and today as well they'll be playing 2 matches. So hopefully they can put on a show here today and win some points for their side, because they look like a very strong side on paper. It's just that they've not delivered as per their potential.
I completely agree, and it's always an advantage when you're playing 2 games in a day. Leave aside the conditions, but the first game of the day, then again yesterday they played the last game, but they're not able to find their form, especially the batters. They are struggling. They posted the lowest total of this tournament, and for sure Ali Abid, Rohan Mustafa and Junaid Afridi, they'll be eyeing to get some runs against Sharjah.
Match number 13, we're live from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. 7 teams battling it out, and out of those 4 are going to play the semi-final. Junaid Khan, he'll be starting the proceedings with the bat, giving company to his skipper. Rohan Mustafa, on the other hand, was not a part of the team yesterday, missed out due to a niggle, and hopefully he's fit and up and running for this crucial encounter. It's important that they win, because they just won 1 game out of the 3 matches that they've played so far.
An all-important game for both the sides, especially for Abu Dhabi, not having a good tournament, and this man needs to fire with the bat. The captain of Abu Dhabi, so Rohan Mustafa, 3 innings in this tournament. Short of runs, but he's a kind of a player. He's known as a fighter. He can get back to his form with the bat. 43 best, strike rate of almost 160. Just the right time for him to get few runs for his side.
Junaid Khan Afridi, he's just played 2 matches so far. Strike rate of 140, hasn't fired on all cylinders. And they'll be facing Wasim Akram, the left-arm seamer. 3 matches, 4 wickets for Wasim Akram, economy of 8, which is really good in this format.
That too when you're bowling with the new ball inside the power play. And Nadeem Anjum says all set, play. Wasim Akram to Junaid. In fact, it's Rohan Mustafa on strike. Not happy with the side screen, Rohan Mustafa. the big names, the big units in this tournament, they're just not able to get those runs going. Apart from Luqman, who got 74, but he bagged 3 consecutive ducks in this tournament. Luqman Faisal. So the top order needs to fire.
First ball, a mistimed hit, and Rohan Mustafa has just taken off for a quick single. And first runs on the board for Abu Dhabi.
Always important to get off the strike on the very first ball. Always keen to take those quick singles. Rohan Mustafa pushing his partner. And needed a better throw there. Ball watching was Junaid. He was rested yesterday. And now he's back in the side, that too, alongside Rohan Mustafa. So no Ali Abid. It's Rohan Mustafa is Junaid. So they are making those changes. Still not able to find the right combination at top of the order.
Yeah, it's a difficult task to get the right combination, but you have to believe in a certain playing 11, a certain lineup, and then back it for at least 2-3 matches. Because if you keep chopping and changing the order, it affects the player's mindset as well. This is my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong. But if you decide on a playing 11, on a batting order, I think you should back it with by giving them a few chances so that they can settle in that role.
I completely agree with you, Shoaib. I'm not sure about our viewers, but I go what you have said, rightly said by you. The players, they need at least a couple of opportunities. They need that backing from the management as well as from the captain. It's all about that confidence.
A mistimed hit, and the ball almost reaches the ropes. Well, this is good running. They'll take 3 runs. Junaid will get 3, and Abu Dhabi will not mind that. And if you look at both these teams, they're similar in many ways, Sharjah and Abu Dhabi. They too, Sharjah too, have changed their batting order quite a bit. You saw Khalid Shah open, then he came down the innings in one of the matches. So they too are also looking for the right combination. Daniel was promoted in a game or so when they lost few wickets. So it seems like both these teams are treading on the same path.
Another quick single, not a proper connection. In fact, both the teams making quite a few changes. I do understand Abu Dhabi, they are struggling, so that is the reason Rohan was forced to make those changes. But the variant for Sharjah, after a good start, they made quite a few changes which backfired last night. They promoted the young 14 years Fatur Rahman. He got a glorious maximum against Mohsin. Then after that played too many dot deliveries. So it's not easy for the batters to just come out and get those quick runs.
Short ball inside edge, and the ball will trickle away towards the fence for 4. But a lucky escape for Junaid. He wanted to play that somewhere else. The ball went in some other direction.
2 scoring shots, not in a convincing way. Inside edge, one was towards the deep square leg, and this one towards that fine leg region. But he will take those runs, lucky runs for Junaid, and the first boundary for Abu Dhabi.
9 runs from a Wasim Akram over. I think it is a job well done for Abu Dhabi. Doesn't matter how they come, but if you can score runs off this bowler, you are already on a positive start. Clears his front leg again, this time in front of square, so they should get 2. And it's a fruitful over for Abu Dhabi. 11 runs off it. 11 for no loss. $11 for no loss, first over. Khuzaima bin Tanveer will share the new ball with Wasim Akram. Both these bowlers extremely talented, Mudassir.
Absolutely. One known for his swing bowling. This boy, Huzema bin Tanveer, look at that economy. 8.67, known for generating the pace. Just couple of wickets for Huzema in this tournament so far. Started with this change of pace, looking for a quick single. There was never a single. In trouble, needed a better throw. Where was he going, Shoaib there?
Well, just not confident enough. Both these have looked a little iffy and edgy when it comes to running between the wickets. He was ball watching Rohan. Yes and then no, and then yes and then no. Almost sorry there. Swing and a miss. Huzema bin Tanveer not at his full run up, not at his 100%, but he's still playing. Shows that he is such an important player for Sharjah.
One thing I realized that you can come up with an album, yes and no, something related to the cricket.
Yeah, it is such a common sight in cricket. Looking for a quick single. It was hit straight to covers, but they've still managed to get a run, which is good for Rohan because he was looking to get off strike. Huzema bin Tanveer, he's bowling at a short run up, Mudassir.
We haven't seen that kind of express pace from Huzema in this tournament. Was rested a couple of times in this tournament. And now looking at the field setup for the right-hand batter. Backward deep point, deep square leg. The length should be somewhere back of length. Onto the pads. But straight towards the fielder. Needed a better throw. They are leaving dangerous Rohan Mustafa and Junaid. Miscommunication, but luckily no damage has been done.
Yeah, wanted to play that over square leg, a bottom edge straight to Khalid. Or was it Yusufzai? Good. I think it was not a bad throw. Just not able to collect it cleanly, Huzema. Another throw at the non-striking end. What's happening here? They are trying to get run out, it seems, because both these batters are just running like headless chickens.
That too, when they are going for that single, I could see Junaid just ball watching. Things are not looking good between these two new partners. Top of the order for Abu Dhabi. Especially this man, he's struggling with his timing. In the past couple of games, we have seen Rohan Mustafa not able to get those runs. Now there is change in the field. Backward deep points come inside the circle and square leg and deep mid. We get two fielders outside 30-yard circle. Yet again played straight towards the fielder. They are giving every opportunity for the fielders to do some practice. But nevertheless, yet again they survives.
Let's look at that again. Hit straight to point. Noor with the throw, and Junaid was not even in the frame. Survives. 14 for no loss after 2. So 2 overs done, 14 for no loss, and it's the power play that has been taken, the third over. Both these batters have struggled, but they've still decided to take the power play. Interesting move. Using his feet, and that's been played in the gap. He'll get 4 for that. Rohan Mustafa starts the over with the boundary.
And using the feet, he was finding it hard. Staying deep into the crease, now charging in, converted that into a low full toss. Somehow manages to keep it away from the reach of the fielder at the mid-off region. 4 runs to start the over.
Big heave, again mistimed by Rohan. Normally, he hits that and they go all the way towards long on or long off. He enjoys playing that shot, but he's not been able to middle the ball so far. What do you think is the reason? Is it the pitch, or is it that Rohan has not been able to time the ball as much as he would have liked?
I think nothing wrong with the surface. We have seen the other batters also struggle, especially with change of pace. The bowlers, they have adapted to the conditions quite well here. An easy picking onto the back foot. Fielder is there, but it's a maximum. A good connection at last from the blade of Junaid. The first maximum for Junaid and the first maximum for Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, a short ball, nicely pulled away, great connection, distance and elevation both matching the requirement. Very good shot, in control from Junaid.
And coming back to what you have asked me, Shoaib, I think you can look at Junaid. Just wait for the ball to come onto you, then you can play your shots instead of forcing. That is where the batters struggle throughout this tournament. And that has been the reason we haven't seen high scoring games apart from 1 or 2 games. This is a day 4. Now these batters need to understand how to get runs on this surface. It's all about timing. Yes, I do understand it's a shorter format. Batters love to use their power, but on this surface, you need to be smart. Pick those gaps. Excellent change of pace and change of line and length from Wasim Akram. Made a mistake coming into Junaid a couple of deliveries ago. Now corrected himself. Playing away from the body. But somehow they managed to get those runs. There were few opportunities for the fielding side which they were not able to grab. 25 on board. They'll take this 25, Shoaib. 10 wickets in hands.
Hit straight to mid-off. You said 10 wickets in hand, not anymore. They've lost their first. Wasim Akram gets the better of Junaid Khan. And that was hit straight to mid-off. Wicket number 1 down.
It was in the radar, but he's having a good time in the field. Luqman Faisal. A good catch taken to get rid of Junaid Khan Afridi. A quick 16 of 9 deliveries with the help of a 4 and a maximum. Abu Dhabi, they have lost their first wicket, 25 on board.
Ali Abid, the new batter at number 3. Good strike rate of 204, a best of 60. So he is big appeal. Not out, says the umpire. Ali Abid, he's the one who scored runs for Abu Dhabi. He looks in good touch. It's the end of the over. 3 overs bowled, 25 for 1. Ibrahim Masood, 5 matches, 1 wicket for him. Economy of 11. Hasn't been amongst the wickets, but he is one serious talent and has a lot of potential. Tremendous in terms of the capability that he possesses. And hopefully for Sharjah he can fire today on all cylinders. A very handy wrist spinner, wily cricketer, and also very young. Catches the call, mistimed again from Rohan Mustafa. They're looking for the second. And Rohan comes back comfortably. Junaid Khan was dismissed in this manner. Straight to mid-off. Didn't have to move too much. And a simple catch at mid-off. Oh, a full toss, and Rohan Mustafa has played all over it. Shuffled across and completely missing the ball as it crashed into the leg stump. Juicy full toss. Rohan Mustafa, well, his eyes lit up, but he was nowhere near the ball. Just that shuffle has costed him his wicket. He's walking back after scoring 11 of 10 deliveries. Abu Dhabi lose their skipper and their second wicket. It's 27 for 2. It's going to be Basil Hamid to come out to bat at number 4. One great batter replaces another, but the problem for Abu Dhabi has been that they've not been amongst the runs. None of them have been able to score runs for their side, quick fire runs needed, except for Ali Abid. 5 matches for Basil, 4 innings, 21 runs, average of 4. You can see the numbers, but they don't justify the talent that Basil has. Whee! Takes a quick single, gets off the mark on the very first ball. Well, this has been a repeat telecast from Abu Dhabi, Mudassir.
Absolutely a repeat telecast on a new day. Look at that. You're short of runs. This is what happens. Even a juicy full toss, you're not able to connect. Dejected is Rohan Mustafa. That has been the problem for Abu Dhabi. Apart from Ali Abid, every batter struggled in this tournament. In the air, is there a chance? Ball watching was a fielder. What a connection. Off the mark, Ali Abid. Not afraid to take on Ibrahim. They are struggling. All eyes now on Ali Abid. What a shot. It wasn't a bad delivery, but good pick-up shot. Got that elevation as well as the distance. A much needed maximum for Abu Dhabi from the blade of Ali Abid. A man in form. One more time in the air. Now there's a chance. And Ali Abid also falls here. So wicket number 3 goes down for Abu Dhabi. They are just losing the wickets here. They're tumbling down. The spinner, the young spinner, strikes. What a comeback after going for a maximum. What a reply. Flighted delivery. Brave enough to give that flight to Ali Abid. So just managing 6. He departs. Abu Dhabi have lost their 3rd wicket, 34 on board.
New batter in, Shihan Veeraratne at number 5. Well, he's come in a very tricky situation. Ibrahim getting 2 wickets in his first over, giving away 10 runs. But what a comeback this is for Sharjah. A good grip on this game. 4 overs, 35 for 3.
The man in form with the bat as well as with the ball, Daniel Liaquat. Economy of 6.733 wickets. True match winner. Bowling to the left-hand batter. Now they need to stitch a partnership. Poor effort coming from Wasim Akram. Should have been just a single. That fumble resulted in an extra run. A lot of hard work needs to be done by these two, especially Basil Hamid. He needs to find his form back with the bat. That has been the reason why Abu Dhabi are struggling in this tournament, because the top order, apart from Ali Abid, every batter struggled in this tournament.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's just so difficult to comprehend, to accept the fact that Abu Dhabi is in such a position. They've got so many good players in their ranks, but this 10-over format has proven to be very difficult, very challenging for these batters. They're not able to adapt. Looking to go big. It's been played in the gap. They're going for the second and will get them.
The top order is struggling, Shoaib. And keeping in mind it's a 10-over format, wouldn't be a good idea if they can promote to Umar Ali Khan or Haider Razzaq. They can come in and get those quick runs. Because we have seen Haider and Umar Ali Khan getting a few maximums in this tournament. They love to go after the bowlers, so it will be a good idea if they can promote them. So just trying to bowl away from the batter here. Extra has been conceded by Daniel.
Yeah, keeping it tight and not allowing Abu Dhabi to get back into the game. Every over that passes, it makes it even more difficult for Abu Dhabi to post a respectable total. Sliced in the air. Is that a chance? Yes, it is. And it's been taken as well. Basil Hamid also fails for Abu Dhabi as they lose another wicket. Daniel gets his first.
You're short of runs, short of form. This is what happens. You'll find fielder everywhere. What a catch. A young boy, all eyes wide open. A full-length dive by Noor. So another poor outing for Basil Hamid. 41 for the loss of 4.
"41 for 4 after 4.5. In comes the experienced campaigner, Mohammad Nadeem. A lot will rely upon his shoulders. The team Abu Dhabi clearly struggling in this tournament. Remember, they were the champions of the D50, the different format, creating some turbulence for them at the top of the order. They've made some changes, but yet they're not able to find that required rhythm. Daniel, let's have a look at the numbers there. 5 innings, scored 30 odd runs with an average of 7.50. But I tell you what, he's a big hitter of the cricket ball. Once he gets going, it is not going to be easy for the opposition. Played it late. Nadeem gets off the mark and will retain strike. 5 overs gone, 42 for 4. Right then, 5 overs, 42 for 4, and perfect time for me to introduce you to my co-commentator Ahmed Khwaja. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Rizwanur Rahman. It's a toil currently for Abu Dhabi once again. Batting first has proved to be difficult in the D10. But how outstanding has this young leg spinner been, Ibrahim Masood. They're looking for 2, there's some confusion. Yes, no, maybe, and now on the misfield, they will get that extra run eventually.
Well, he's been in sublime form, Ibrahim Masood. Remember the previous one, Ali Abid hit him for a maximum, and yet again he was absolutely calm, composed, and he's picked up a wicket right next delivery. Such is the class of that young man.
Yeah, he remains unfazed. He doesn't get worried about getting hit around. He knows he has the skill, the control, the variations to provide the breakthrough when needed. The call is for 2 again. And once again there is confusion between Shehan and Nadeem. They need to be very precise with their calling.
We've seen some close calls today. And I reckon 45, it's still a decent score given the conditions of the wicket. And it's just that one good over is what they need. And if they can capitalize, get about 15 odd runs in 1 over, they can get to that figure of 90 to 95, which is a decent target, I would say, on this particular surface.
Oh, absolutely. Don't try to overshoot what you're looking for. 90, 95, like you mentioned, is certainly a defendable score. It's not easy batting conditions. Bowled him around his legs. Poor game awareness from Shehan Weeraratne. Was standing on middle and off, and he's bowled himself, really.
Magnificent delivery. Well, let's have a look at that. He was nowhere close to it, and what a good delivery. And he's certainly enjoying that, Ibrahim Masood, in the field and also with the ball. Another one bites the dust. Shehan Weeraratne departs after scoring 4 of 4. Abu Dhabi are 45 for 5. Umar Ali, another prolific all-rounder for Team Abu Dhabi. I'll be surprised I just walked in a bit early today, given the wickets that they've lost on early today.
Yeah, only 11 runs in the tournament, searching for his form. And like I was suggesting earlier, it's not easy to bat in these conditions. Just need to rein yourself in. Ibrahim Masood has been incredible. Outside edge, didn't know much about it at all. It was the flighted leg break, trying to hit against the spin. And they're not confident enough against him to step out of the crease, even though he's really flighting the ball. That shows the quality of the bowler.
3 wickets already for him. He's into his second over, Ibrahim Masood. And he was the second highest taker in the D50 series.
Well, there is a call to the TV umpire once again. It might be Khalid Shah overreaching from behind the stumps. That is a big no-no, and good game awareness from the match officials to keep an eye on that one. Khalid Shah seems to be in fine cheer. So when the ball was bowled, did he just go beyond the stumps when trying to collect the ball?
We've seen 2 casualties were turned down as a no ball, Rashid Habib and Haider Wasisha the other day, because it just crossed that particular line of stumps, Khalid Shah. So it'll be interesting to have a look at that replay.
He feels relatively confident. But But it's good to see the umpires are really switched on. He seems to be okay to me on that occasion though. Not a great shot from Umair Ali Khan, to be fair. Trying to rise with the ball as they teach you at the age level coaching when you're trying to be a wicket keeper. Just when he gets up, it's pretty close, but I think he's fine.
Just ensuring.
I don't think he's ever breached the plane there. Seems to be okay. But I like that the umpires are watching this very closely. Sometimes when it's very hot out there, 42, 45 degrees, your mind can wander, but they're looking absolutely locked in.
Absolutely. They've done exceptionally well. It's not easy given the conditions of the weather.
46 for 5 then. It's a meaty blow and it will travel. Hitting from the creases, Nadeem.
A couple of deliveries that were provided in the slot were capitalized by Abu Dhabi. It was Ali Abid initially, and now Mohammad Nabeen cashing on that opportunity, getting a maximum.
Yeah, maybe just getting a bit over ambitious there. You've only got 2 deliveries remaining in your spell. Try to bow out quietly. Smart batting from Nadeem. This is good maturity. But 3 for 21 on the day, Ibrahim Masood. Excellent stuff indeed. 6 overs gone, 53 for 5. Well, it certainly is not going to get any easier here for Abu Dhabi as this man is coming back onto bowl, Rizwan.
He's bowled exceptionally well. Just giving away those 3 runs. And as our co-commentators Shoaib Ahmed and Mudassar did discuss that he's not bowling to his full potential. The short run-ups from Khuzaima Tanveer.
Yeah, pace on is actually counterproductive on this wicket. Just mix it up, use those cutters, back of the handers. Off pace is the name of the game. Honing in on that Midland leg line. The call is for 2 and deciding against it. I think Umair Ali Khan would have struggled to get to the non-striker's end.
4 overs, 23 balls to be precise is what they've got, and anything close to 40 is what Team Abu Dhabi will be targeting, but it's the wickets column which will be the key.
Yeah, this pair needs to do the bulk of the scoring. Chipped and taken at short third. Well, that was literally guided straight to the fielder.
That was a slow bumper, didn't quite read that well. Umair Ali Khan was just trying to guide it towards the deep third, but straight into the hands of Wasim Akram. Well, Abu Dhabi all over the place. Umair Ali Khan departs after scoring 1 of 2. Abu Dhabi are 54 for 6.
Ethan Carl D'Souza coming in at number 8. Well, this lad has been named in the T20I squad for the series versus Bangladesh. So congrats to him. Very, very fine player. Just about 16, 17 years of age. A tremendous future ahead for him.
Massive potential for the UAE. Elegant, stylish, and get those biggies as well quite comfortably.
Yeah, he has a strong foundation. That is the key. You can always improve your scoring shots, but if you have the base, that is the foundation of everything. Nicely played. There should be two here. There was a deep point, and that's nicely done. That is the approach we need in the D10 on this wicket. You cannot go crash, bang, wallop on this wicket. That is for sure.
Well, it's not always about the boundaries and maximums. You can pick up those singles and doubles, get those 4 doubles. Let's have a look at that wicket one more time. Slower bumper, straight into hands of Wasim Akram. And this is what Khuzaima is really good at, mixing those deliveries, getting those variations to the table, and getting those wickets also quite comfortably.
Oh, he's improved tremendously in the last 12 months. He always had the pace, always had the fire, but now his thinking of how to dismiss batters, that is what has really impressed me. Long leg. Oh, excellent fielding effort there. Didn't give up on that one. I think it's Tahir Zaman or Nurullah Ayubi at that deep square position. Great energy in the field. Yeah, it's Nurullah.
Youngster doing brilliant there in the field. Let's have a look at that. A full dive. Yes, he's ensured he's kept his eyes on the ball and saved a couple of runs for the team.
Nicely played. And he's smartly just maneuvering Khuzaima around. They know he's the key bowler for Sharjah. So still have 3 overs after this. So just see him off. I don't think it's a bad option, especially when you're 6 wickets down.
They've done some tweaks with the batting order, Ahmed. They've made some changes. Unfortunately, it's not worked in their favor as yet. But I'm optimistic they would do their homework and come back strongly. It's a long tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. You do get opportunities to bounce back even if you have a sluggish start. Excellent spell from Khuzaima. 1 for 10. Brilliant. 60 for 6 with 3 overs to go. So it's going to be fast medium coming in from the Sharjah Cricket Academy, and now it is Irfan Yusufzai. He is the designated death bowler for Sharjah in this tournament, and he's done pretty well. Excellent figures there, Rizwan.
Economy 6.26, quite impressive. Immaculate with his lines and lengths.
Oh, starts off with an excellent wide Yorker. Muted appeal.
Well, he's been considered as a death over specialist. They've made some changes from the earlier D edition, but Irfan Yusufzai edition has been quite valuable for Team Sharjah. Let's have a look at the delivery and one more time. Consistently bowling in that off-stump channel is Irfan Yusufzai.
Yeah, he enjoys the responsibility of bowling in the slog overs. He backs himself to come good. You need to have that self-belief always. That has been thumped. And then some. Has that gone all the way?
A good shot, a good connection from Mohammad Nadeem. Walked down the track and ensured he's played it with good force behind it. Let's have a look at that good looking shot over the extra cover region for a boundary.
Yeah, 2 full and 2 straight from Irfan Yusufzai. That was right in the slot, and the brute force, those big powerful forearms of Nadeem. It was a skimmer, but it went for 6. Change in the field. Deep point drops out, and the square leg comes into the circle. So can that ramp scoop really look to fiddle across and maybe go up and over the leg side? Oh, it was a foolish and straightish delivery. So that shot could have been on.
Oh, absolutely. Just played it towards the onside. And Nadeem as well, quite a destructive batter in the UAE domestic circuit. It has to... What D'Souza has to do is just make sure he feeds as much as strike as possible to Nadeem.
Yeah, had a poor day yesterday. 2 single-digit scores, but looking good this afternoon. 20 off 10. Has that power game. Completely agree, Ethan. He'll just play the angles. They've brought long leg into the circle and taken a deep point for Ethan as well. But they do have a square leg for anything pulled in front of square. Oh, it's a full toss. But mid-off is up. It will just about clear him. But that certainly caught him by surprise.
Absolutely. He was expecting that length delivery, Ethan D'Souza. And a full toss. Just could not middle it well. In the end, they pick up a couple of runs. And as we see, they've already scored 9 runs off the over. It's just one boundary or a maximum can change the runs in an over. You just have to make sure you don't give away too many dot deliveries.
Never seen so many miscued full tosses in the D10. Oh, inside edge. An excellent keeping by Khalid Shah. Certainly saved a couple of runs, if not a boundary.
Absolutely. He's done well, Khalid Shah, in the tournament. Yes, apart from those 2 wickets, which were considered as no ball as he was ahead of the stumps, he's done well.
Yeah, I always prefer when Khalid Shah is the wicket-keeper of Sharjah and opening, ideally. That gives you so many options to add an all-rounder. Up and over mid-off, but there is a very straightish deep extra. So smart field setting from Khalid Shah and certainly saved a boundary there. 10 runs off the over, not too bad for either side, I would say. 70 for 6. Left arm orthodox to bowl the penultimate over. Danya Liaquat, what do you reckon about this move?
Well, it'll be interesting. He's an experienced campaigner. Has got that ability to contain runs. But given it's the death over, so it will be an interesting contest.
Looking for the reverse immediately. Not a bad option. And I have seen him play that shot quite proficiently. Point third. Cover point very close in on the offside. Oh, that one kept a touch low.
2 balls belong to Danya Liaquat. What would Ethan do now? He's got to do something, or just nudge it away. Just pick up a single and let Nadeem do the talking.
Yeah, dot balls. Oh, 3 dot balls. This has been a superb over. I take my words back. Danny, you've been brilliant.
Well, no wonder why he's been the player of the match a couple of times, Danya Liaquat, for his all-round performance with the bat and as well as with the ball.
Carved away, and this could be a boundary. Beautiful timing on that square drive.
Gets the connection right finally, Ethan D'Souza, after those 3 dot deliveries on the trot. Probably a maximum will do well now for Team Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this field setting. He likes to manipulate the ball behind square on the offside. He's not going to smash you towards extra or long off. So they need to tweak their field placements.
यार तू एक काम कर मैं क्या बोलूं अब इतनी गर्मी है यार
Khalid Shah, always an entertainer, especially on the stump mic and on the actual mic. Always had good inputs. Yeah, that's a good release delivery. In the end, 5 runs conceded in 5 balls is plenty good enough.
But this will be the interesting contest against Nadeem. He loves left arm spinners and he just wants to make sure he's not in the hitting arc of Mohammad Nadeem.
I think it's going to be a dart ball here. So Nadeem could perhaps attempt to manipulate the ball behind the wicket. They've got a deep extra long off, long on. Square leg mid wicket, so orthodox setup. Oh, excellent delivery and an excellent over.
Well done, Ahmed, getting that right one more time. 9 overs done and dusted. 76 for 6.
Right then, final 6 coming up. Abu Dhabi need a big over. They need another 15 runs bare minimum. Get up to 90. Irfan Yusufzai. Previous over was not bad at all. Deep point, deep cover, deep extra. A long on and a mid-wicket. This is a very innovative field setup. They're pushing for 2. And they'll make it in time.
Misfield will fetch them that extra run, and Abu Dhabi will be a bit relieved as they have Mohammad Nadeem on strike. They would want to get close to that 90 figure mark, Ahmed Khwaja. And I tell you what, the kind of bowling lineup Abu Dhabi has, they will be in the game with that score.
Oh, most certainly, their fast bowling unit is excellent. Plus, you have Rohan Mustafa and Umair Ali Khan. Slow delivery bowled into the pitch. That's very shrewd of Irfan Yusufzai, giving Nadeem nothing to work with.
Smart and clever bowler, Irfan Yusufzai. He's lived up to the expectations of the skipper. Done well in the previous outings as well, Irfan Yusufzai.
Well, for Ethan D'Souza, they have a third, deep third, and a deep fine leg. So they know he's strong, hitting the ball behind square. So ideally, this delivery should be full. Or slow delivery. Mid on with a chance. Took too long to wind up and really fired the throw in, but misfield. Well, that is slightly sloppy.
But that should have been stopped. That should have been stopped. They could have easily restricted that just for a single. Team Sharjah will be a bit relieved with that though, as they have Shehan, as opposed to Mohammad Nadeem, who is a big striker of the ball. Let's have a look at that one more time. Didn't get the connection right. Shy at the stumps, and an overthrow resulting in an extra run.
Yeah, that wasn't necessary. Getting wickets at this stage of the game doesn't matter. It's all about run conservation. They need a big hit. Right here, right now. Full toss has been flicked. Fine leg backpedaling. Long leg. Oh, a superb catch. The ground fielding from Sharjah has been razor sharp.
Absolutely magnificent. Tahir Zaman. There were 3 fielders converging there, and the shot was from Tahir. He ensured his eyes were glued to the ball, and in the end, comfortably taking that.
Well done indeed. True team effort from the men in red and black. And Ethan has to head back after making 15. 81 for 7. Very talented all-rounder, Heather Razak coming in at number 9. He is certainly much more capable than batting right at the tail. Maybe get him in at 5 or 6 because he has a very clear, crystal clear game plan. I'm going to hit the ball hard. I'm going to hit it for 6. Mid off in the circle again. Deep point, deep cover, deep extra. Well bowled. This has been high-class death bowling from Irfan Yusufzai.
Brilliant and magnificent from Irfan Yusufzai. And Haider Razak picking up a single. The last delivery. Can Nadeem find a maximum? 82 for 7.
They're not going to go beyond the 90 mark unless there are extras. 1 for 16. Excellent bowling. It's hard work out there. Very hot today. Must be at least 42, 43 degrees plus. But these lads are really switched on. Sharjah had a poor day yesterday. They're looking to make amends. Full toss has been flicked. And this has disappeared. Massive.
Missing the length on that occasion, Irfan Yusufzai and Mohammad Nadeem. Anything in his slot, we know where it is going to go. A maximum to close out the over. And Team Abu Dhabi have managed to score 88 for the loss of 7.
Very handy innings from Mohammad Nadeem. But I do feel they're about maybe 10 runs short. But runs on the board will always have pressure. Let's take a look at the batting scorecard for Abu Dhabi. Then they were invited to bat first. And it was a bit of a toil for the top order. Junaid was looking good, 16 off 9. Rohan Mustafa couldn't find his groove. The middle order came and went, and only Mohammad Nadeem and Ethan Carl D'Souza saved their blushes.
Well then, Ibrahim Masood, the pick of the bowlers, 3 for 21 for him, 1 for 22 for Wasim Akram. Khuzaima bin Tanvir, quite instrumental, 1 for 10 for him. Daniel Liaquat picked up a wicket as well. Irfan Yusufzai, 1 for 20. The good thing is, everybody had that wickets under their name, and with just one extra, quite brilliant from Team Sharjah.
Yeah, from 25 for no loss, they slid to 45 for 5. That was where it was Sharjah took command of the game. Let's take a look at the highlights of Abu Dhabi's batting effort. It was a decent opening partnership between Junaid Afridi and Rohan, and just when you thought they were looking dangerous, the wickets started to tumble. Ibrahim Masood getting the big wickets of Ali Abid and Rohan, and after that it was Sharjah that was bossing the game.
Well, Basil Hamid trying to go big towards the extra cover region, didn't quite middle it, and a wonderful catch in the deep. And yet again, another brilliant delivery from Ibrahim Masood. Nadeem was looking extremely dangerous, and then Umair Ali Khan trying to play towards the deep third region. It was only one man who was taking the bowlers to the cleaners, was Mohammad Nadeem.
Yeah, 3 sixes is in his innings. Excellent catch by Tahir Zaman to dismiss Ethan D'Souza, and final ball was flicked over cow corner and almost became a crowd catch. Not quite. So 89 is the magic number for Sharjah to get back to winning ways. How will they proceed in the run chase? We'll find out in just about a few minutes' time. Stay tuned. Good afternoon, cricket fans, and welcome back to the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium for match number 13 of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10 2025 powered by Fancode. 88 runs amassed by Abu Dhabi after being invited to bat first by Sharjah. Excellent bowling performance coming in from the leg spinner Ibrahim Masood. 3-wicket haul to his name, and Mohammad Adeem with a good looking cameo, 30 or 14, and good to see that he is rediscovering his form in the D10. But it certainly does feel like a below par score that they are looking to defend here in match number 1 of the day. Mudassar Ali alongside me in the com box. 88 runs on the board. Are they enough or are they a touch short here, Abu Dhabi?
I believe it's enough. That's my gut feeling, keeping in mind how the previous games panned out. Especially if we talk about this surface, we have seen high scoring games as well as the team went on to defend some modest total. It was a close game, 77 almost was defended by Sharjah against Emirates Blues. They have a quality bowling, Abu Dhabi, but all they need to do is bowl the right channel, because yesterday they were wayward, and that too up against someone like Hamid and Khalid Shah. Both are short of runs and they have that hunger to perform for their team.
Oh, absolutely. It was a major upset when Sharjah lost yesterday to Team Dubai. So they will be looking to make amends. And like you mentioned, Abu Dhabi have a very, very fine bowling attack. The likes of Haider Razak, Siam Khan, Rohan Mustafa, Umair Ali Khan, Mohammad Nadeem himself. So they certainly have the horses for the courses, so to speak. But the opening partnership and the power play overs will be absolutely key for both sides.
Both the teams coming into this game, they have tasted, especially Sharjah tasted the first defeat of this tournament yesterday. They lost to Emirates Blues, where it was a very tough day for Abu Dhabi. Back-to-back losses. Khalid Shah, just 16 runs, not justifying his class with the bat in this tournament.
Oh, absolutely. He's a go-getter. He's a champion batter. Hamid Khan, relatively better figures, has a 50 to his name in the tournament, and will certainly be looking to go hard in the power play. Haider Razak with the new ball in hand. And the field setting, they have a deep point in position for Khalid Shah, as well as a deep square leg. So trying to protect the square boundaries, mid-off, mid-on, third and fine leg in the circle. Only 2 fielders allowed outside in the power play. Umpire Nadeem Anjum says play. And here we go then. The run chase begins. 89 is what Sharjah are looking for in 60 balls. Right on the money. Straight to short mid wicket. And a tight single. But I think Hamid Khan would have made it.
Off the mark on the very first ball, Khalid Shah and Sharjah. 3 matches, 3 wins for Sharjah before they went on to lose against Blues. Lightning and poor running, I would say. Ball watching. The first thing you need to make sure is to cross the line.
Yeah, he forgot Haider Ali is a left-hander. That's why he was taking it easy. And speaking of Haider Ali, a huge congratulations to him for being named in the T20I squad for the UAE national team in the upcoming series versus Bangladesh. So lovely to see domestic performers getting rewarded with the national team call-up. So his spirits must be absolutely sky high at the moment. Beautiful delivery. No feet movement at all from Hamid Khan.
See, that is why it's very important for the players to perform at this level. The D series always played an important role for all the players. This is the platform from where you can make your name. From this platform, we have seen Haider Ali gone to represent in ILT20. From ILT20 now, he has got an opportunity to represent national side.
Oh, absolutely. These are very important matches. Oh, there's no single there. Confusion. Misfield. And Khalid Shah might be struggling here. This might be close. They were all at sea. Where was the calling?
Comedy of errors. Throughout this game, we have seen the first innings as well. Couple of close calls. Yes and no. Lucky escape for Khalid Shah as well as for Hamid Khan.
The old adage is never run on a misfield. Hamid Khan skipped that lesson. And Khalid Shah had to respond to his call, but because he was almost at the non-striker's end when he decided to take off. But the wayward throw will save him. Very lucky indeed.
And the throw came from Hyder Ali. A proud moment for Hyder Ali and for his family. He worked really hard for the last 3 seasons. A visible progress of Hyder Ali we have seen here in domestic circuit.
Yeah, you have to remember it takes 3 years of qualification for the UAE national team. So it's a tough grind to say the least. Flick of the wrist. Long leg. No chance. Glorious shot from Khalid Shah.
Now this is much better. Especially on this track, you need to wait for the ball to come onto your blade deep in the crease, and using those wrists manages to keep it away from the reach of a deep square leg field. So first boundary for Shah and first boundary for Sharjah.
Yeah, absolutely. You cannot bludgeon the ball on this track. You have to play as late as possible. Try to time it. I felt that the more celebrated batting lineups of Abu Dhabi, Sharjah and Fujairah, that is why they struggled yesterday. Up and over in the slot. And goodbye.
He's back with a bang here. Oh, what a hit. A slight error. A boundary, then now a maximum. Look at that. Stand and deliver. Those strong wrist comes into play. A good connection. The first maximum for Khalid Shah.
He absolutely middled that one. No need to run at all. Just walked away from the stumps. He knew that was way beyond. So they've got an excellent start in the power play. Exactly what they needed. Not quite there. Will be a dot ball to conclude. 12 for none after one. Well, this is coming up. Bangladesh tour of UAE. Mohammad Wasim, of course, will be leading the T20I squad. Najmul Hossain Shanto, the captain of Bangladesh. Very, very exciting. And of course, tickets are available. We'll be right here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Matches begin on the 17th. It's a best of 2 series. And what a massive opportunity for the UAE national team, the Gulf Cup champions, to take on one of the best T20I teams in the world.
Both the captains, they're having a smile, but what matters at the end of the day on 19th May, who will have that smile, who will maintain that smile, is more important. Hamid on strike, it's Umar Ali Khan.
Uncultured swipe, gets an inside edge to get a single there. This is the kind of pitch that is absolutely tailor-made for Umar Ali Khan. Just military medium, but subtle changes. That leg cutter, he will offer no pace at all for the Sharjah batters to work with. Let's see if he can pry out a wicket here. Taking a look at the field, they've taken a long on and deep wicket. So cushion on the onside. Everybody in on the offside ring. Even the third has moved very square. So there is a gap to work with. Cannot offer any width at all, Umar Ali Khan. Khalid Shah has started off well. Already a 6 and a boundary to his name this afternoon. Steps into that. Mid-off. Backpedaling. Oh, what a superb catch. Hyder Ali. Remember the name.
Oh, what a breakthrough. Thanks to this man, Hyder Ali, the new entry in UAE national side. What an effort. It was in the radar, got that elevation, but not the distance. But look at Hyder Ali, miles up in the air, backpedaling, all eyes wide open, no mistake. Jani is delighted. So are the fielders of Abu Dhabi. They have got the big man. Khalid Shah departs. The first wicket goes down, 13 on board.
So it's Luqman Faisal coming in at number 3. And it's either boom or bust with him, Mudassar Ali. Either he goes all the way or he departs for 0. It's been a very strange tournament for this hard-hitting right-hander.
Now you can understand why he said this Ahmed Khwaja. 4 innings, 74 best. Total, he managed 74 runs. Back 3 ducks in this tournament.
Yeah, he certainly is a fan of ducks. Maybe he's kept them as pets. Let's see. So Abu Dhabi knows they can get him early, but you cannot drop his catch. If you drop his catch, then he'll really, really punish you. Umair Ali Khan with an excellent start. Just pace off. Tempted Khalid Shah into the big shot with mid-off in the circle, and he fell for the trap. Luqman Faisal. Oh, that's a huge sigh of relief for him. He's off the dreaded digit.
And I'm sure no batter would love to have ducks as their pets. The first wicket, Umair Ali Khan yet again providing a vital breakthrough here, but this time full mark should be given to the fielder. Backpedaling and a good catch taken by Haider under immense pressure.
Yeah, he got side on to the ball so he could get both eyes on it. This is a chance for the long on. Oh, just in front of Haider Ali. Completely miscued once more. You're only chasing 89. Maybe some maturity, some game awareness is required from Hamid Khan.
Absolutely. When you have lost your captain, the same over you're trying to take on the same bowler who's in tremendous form with the ball in this tournament, Umair Ali Khan.
Oh, outside edge. Just got a bit of seam movement there. Very clever bowler. You can never take him too easy. He has that deception and vast amount of experience.
The problem for Abu Dhabi has been the batters. The bowlers are doing a extremely good job, especially Umair Ali Khan. Yet again among the wickets. A tight over, couple of runs.
The call is for 2. They'll make it quite easily. So looks like Luqman Faisal is trying to be busy at the crease here. That's a good approach. Excellent over from Umair Ali Khan. 17 for 1. Will they take the floating power play? That is the question. Well, there you have it then. Not wasting time at all. A Sharjah. Immediately with the floating power play. And Mudassar Ali, I think that's a good option. You have 2 big strikers of the ball at the crease.
That too, when you're chasing a modest total of 89, you've got some runs on board. It's always better to keep on attacking, play with that positive intent. And Haider Ali is getting ready to bowl that all-important floating power play. 4 matches, couple of wickets. It's all about the economy in this tournament for the bowlers, Ahmed.
Absolutely. That is brilliant for a left-arm finger spinner. And remember, he bowls very regularly in the power play as well. Very intelligent, very street smart. Has had tremendous amount of success in the domestic scene. He's an IL T20 winner as well. And of course now part of the UAE national team. Massive congratulations to him. This could be a chance, but square leg is in. It will balloon over him, and in fact, it's just one bounce. Boundary.
Keeping in mind the field setup. This is a deep mid-wicket and long on. Poor delivery. You are asking for punishment. Easy picking for Hamid Khan, who's very strong towards that square leg. The risk comes into play, and not happy is the captain, Rohan Mustafa. Are we going to see a change in the field? No.
Yeah, completely agree. That was a poor ball. Oh, inside edge. Looking for the big heave. Oh, well, you can advise Hamid Khan all you like. It will go in one ear and out the other.
This is the beauty of Hamid Khan. But a proud moment for all of us, Ahmed, because we have seen the rise of Hyder Ali in UAE domestic circuit. We have seen his struggles, how he came up the rank, and now a proud moment for Hyder and his family.
Oh, very smartly bowled there. Lukman just stepped out of his crease a microsecond early. And that is Hyder Ali's ability. I think it's hit him on the knee roll, just below the thigh pad as well. "23 for 1. Yeah, he looks in a bit of pain. Rub it off. Another inside edge. 3 in a row against Hyder Ali.
Apart from that one boundary, both the batters now in pain. Is the best way to get them out of the equation.
Especially in the left arm department, we have so much competition in the UAE, so to stand out is truly something exceptional. Oh, was there an edge on that one? I heard something in my ear, Mudassar Ali.
A tough chance, but just went past the off stick. No technique, no feet movement. That is the reason he's feeling the heat, Hamid Khan.
Especially when the ball is angling in. He likes to expose all 3 stumps. A full toss. Deep mid wicket. Basil Hamid, no chance. Just clears him. Poor ball is punished.
Not a good end to this over. He bowled brilliantly, but a loosener, a full toss. Proper connection, though there was a fielder station. But he gets a maximum and ends though with the flourish. Hamid Khan. An easy picking. The strong lad gets a maximum against Hyder Ali. 3 overs gone. Is 29 for the loss of 1 Sharjah.
So it's going to be Rohan Mustafa coming on. Power play overs have expired. It's been okay for Sharjah, I would say. Didn't completely take the game away. And Rohan's 2 overs will be key here. Interesting that he took off Umair Ali Khan after a wicket taking over. Maybe trying to buy a wicket here, so to speak, with 3 men deep on the onside. This could be a catch. Long on and deep mid wicket. Neither could get there. Another miscue from Hamid Khan. Once again, I hate to nag the batters in the D10, but you have to time the ball. You can't bludgeon it here. It's not that kind of pitch. Very full. Oh, brilliant fielding. How old is Rohan Mustafa? 18, 20?
I just don't want to get into that, but he is fit enough to play this shorter format. One of the fittest, I would say, Ahmed.
Oh, absolutely. If you want to follow the blueprint of a world-class athlete in the UAE, look no further than Rohan Mustafa. It's as simple as that. Still got that hunger, that desire. And more importantly, the performance, Mudassar Ali.
They say when the pressure rises, and he rises his performance, Rohan Mustafa. But so far, not the way he wanted. The things are not going in their way. Driven nicely. No protection. 4 runs for Lukman. It wasn't a bad delivery, but good looking shot from Lukman.
Yeah, it was a half volley. Rohan is not amused with his extra cover, but he had no chance. Well placed by Lukman Faisal, just to the left of him. And that's a much needed boundary for Sharjah. 4 done, 37 for 1. So Hyder Ali will continue. Now Has some protection outside the power play. Required run rate just a tick below 9, so not a very difficult equation really for Sharjah. Partnership developing nicely between Luqman Faisal and Hamid Khan. Their 3-match winning streak was snapped yesterday, so they will be looking to make amends. There will be a mini break in the competition after today, as we have this exciting UAE series coming up. Bowled! Arm delivery right on the money, and Hamid Khan has been cleaned up.
At last, Haider has been rewarded with the wicket here. He was unlucky in the previous over, but not this time. Big heave. Ball just keeping a bit low, coming into the right-hand batter. Misses the line completely. And Haider strikes for the first time. They need a couple of more wickets here. 37 for the loss of 2. Hamid Khan managing 15.
Here comes the danger man, Mr. Danial Liaquat. Clean, hard-hitting left-hander. He's been outstanding in this tournament for Sharjah. 2 player of the match performances already. And he will not die wondering, that is for sure. He will express himself. 98 runs in just 4 innings prior. Look at that strike rate, phenomenal. Oh, good fielding at point. Excellent stuff there. If that had hit the gap, that would have been 4.
They need these 2 wickets, but they have already got Hamid Khan. Dangerous Hamid Khan. Good piece of bowling. Pulling his length back. Not trying to use the shoulder. But it all depends on this pair for Sharjah. Oh, what a timing. Ahmed made a room and goes toward the top side. Brilliant timing and placement.
Yeah, I thought long off would eventually get there, but it was hit so hard off the back foot to generate that kind of momentum on the ball. Fantastic shot. Haider Razak, usually a very energetic fielder, couldn't get there. Oh, big wind up. He wanted to send that into the hills. But still, Haider Ali is holding his own. Only that 1 boundary conceded. 1 quiet over could make this interesting. And especially if they get this man, Luqman Faisal. Terrific hitter of spin, especially down the ground towards long on, long off, side screen. That's his target zone. Oh, nicely played, soft hands. He's trying to bowl as full as possible to Luqman Faisal.
Still plenty of runs needed. So far a good over. 5 runs a wicket.
Yeah, exactly at that halfway mark, not beyond. There's a call for catch. It will be dropped. Oh dear me. That was straight to the fielder. And Haider Ali is not amused. And rightly so. It was Luqman Faisal. Young Vishal out there at long leg. And he had the shades on as well. Just snatched at the ball. Could that be the game? Time will tell. 43 for 2 at the halfway stage.
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja and Mudassar Ali, for keeping us entertained. 5 overs gone, 43 for 2. And Rohan Mustafa will bowl his 2nd over. They're currently full toss whipped away towards the onside. That will be a boundary. Good start for Danial Liaquat of this over. And Rohan Mustafa cannot believe his luck. And they're in comfortable position is team Sharjah. A lower full toss, easy pickings. You wouldn't miss out on that. And especially when you're a batter of Daniel's caliber. Absolutely magnificent. Another full toss. Another one bounce. Well, a brilliant effort, but he just could not save that. And Rohan Mustafa not happy. And you can see that from his face. The body language says it all. Another full toss in the offering, and Daniel Liaquat, master of finding vacant areas, has picked up another wonderful boundary. Another full toss. But this time, the catch will be dropped yet again. And this is from Basil Hamid. Can you believe it? This will be exasperating for the bowler. Two opportunities created within an interval of 4 to 6 deliveries. Both have been grasped. And clearly, Rohan Mustafa is not happy. This is in the slot, but straight to the fielder. No damage done. He'll be a bit relieved with that. Umair Ali at the covers. Right, out of those deliveries bowled in that over, 4 of them have been full tosses. 37 of 25 required. In full control is team Sharjah.
Oh,
Beautiful delivery. That's exactly where you've got to be when you're defending a small total. That will bring us to the end of over number 6. Team Sharjah are 53 for 2. .36 required of 24, and in comes the slingy fast bowler Siam Khan. Shoaib, what do you make of him? He's done well in the recently concluded D50. This will be a different format altogether. Not easy for the bowler, especially in the shortest format.
Yeah, he's definitely someone to watch out for in the future. I'm sure everybody's going to keep a close eye on his performance because we need somebody like him. He's got that X factor. And if he can consistently perform at this level, he will be an asset for the national side. Slingy action. But a full toss to start off with.
Couple of dropped opportunities. Vishal and then Basil Hamid. There were opportunities created by the bowlers. Absolutely exasperating for them when they're creating those opportunities and not holding on to them. You've got to latch on to them. And especially when you're defending a low score. Luqman Faisal slightly off color, does not usually strike at that pace. 11 of 12 for him. He's been watchful after those couple of ducks in the tournament so far.
Well, he knows what he's chasing, so he can pace his innings accordingly. They're not chasing a big target. Singles will be just fine. And they'll get the odd boundary and they'll get there. So Sharjah clearly have a plan. For Abu Dhabi, however, things have not gone as per plan at all. They've not been batting well. Their bowling has been under pressure all the time because they don't have enough runs on the board. And the fielding too has not backed the bowlers. So a lot left to be desired from the Abu Dhabi side.
Early days in the tournament, they've got to come back, go back to the drawing board as we always say. Another full toss. This is an opportunity. And it has been taken by the skipper, Rohan Mustafa, leading from the front. And look at that celebration.
Well, Siam is pumped up because Daniel, well, he was the wicket they were looking for. A low full toss, just a flick Great use of wrist, but doesn't get the distance. And a simple catch for Rohan Mustafa. Siam has enjoyed that. Firing on all cylinders. 55 for 3 as Daniel walks out after scoring 16 of 9.
$55 for 3. And if you go back to the last 9 deliveries, I can tell you, Shoaib, 7 of them were full tosses. And 2 opportunities created that were put down. And now, finally, Rohan Mustafa picking up one. And it will be Khuzaima bin Tanveer who will be the new batter out to the centre.
Well, they have to take their chances. They don't have enough runs on the board, but Siam will be happy now. Finally, he's got a wicket to his name. Goes for another full toss. Khuzaima will get a single. He'll be off the mark. 20 deliveries left, 33 needed. The equation is not all that big or difficult.
This is the last dismissal. Just a flick of the wrist. And straight into the hands of the skipper, Rohan Mustafa, leading from the front. That's how you take catches, is what he means. Well played, but it will be put down. Another one goes down, and this time it's the speedster, Haider Razak.
Well, you can't win matches if you don't take your catches. Razak, he'll be disappointed. That was a catch that he should have taken. It was in the hand and just popped out at the last moment. This is not good fielding from Abu Dhabi. Not helping their cause.
Certainly not helping the cause. Imagine if they would have picked up those 3 catches. They were very much in this game. Even now, it's not too bad. 18 deliveries left. 31 is what this required. If they can get one good over, they are very much in the contest. 7 gone, 58 for 3. $31 of 18. We've got a contest in hand, and it will be the experienced campaigner Umair Ali Khan to bowl the over number 8. Looking at the field, they've got deep point, mid wicket, widest long off, widest long on, outside the 30-yard circle. Slow one to start off with. That's what he's known for, Shoaib, mixing up those deliveries, Umair Ali Khan. This is interesting. Luqman Faisal, he would want to go all guns blazing. 13 or 14 for him at this stage. One good over will change the fortunes for Team Sharjah. Good delivery yet again, right on the money. They look for 2, but a good fielding will just restrict them for a single. 7 wickets in hand. Khuzaima has been promoted up the order. There's a plan behind it. He would want to go big in this over. They don't want to push it till the end. It's been a good contest so far. Straight down the ground, along the carpet. Bit of soccer skills coming in play. And a couple of runs comfortably taken. Ron Mustafa yet again quite athletic in the field, and age is just a number. Basil Hamid in that relay fielding, I must say. Slow one, mixing it up really well is Umair Ali Khan. And what is good for Team Sharjah is they've not had those too many dot deliveries. Still in the contest, but they need a boundary in the last two deliveries.
Catches the call, and it's been taken finally. Junaid puts in the dive, and after dropping many catches, Abu Dhabi have managed to grab one.
And this is a big wicket. Luqman Faisal will have to depart. Good catch there from Junaid Khan, moving towards his left. And a wonderful catch in the end. And Sharjah in trouble now. Luqman Faisal departs after scoring 14 off 16. Sharjah are 63 for 4. Nurullah Ayubi has been destructive in his age cricket. The recently concluded tournaments in UAE has been in the ranks and loves to bat under pressure. 63 for 4, 89 is the target. What do you make of it, Shoaib?
Yeah, I would still like to believe that Sharjah are likely to chase it down. However, it's Abu Dhabi and how they bowl, and more importantly how they field, and if they take their catches or not is going to decide. End of the over. 8 overs bowled, 63 for 4.
Well, that's where you've got to be if you're interested in the T20 series coming up. Bangladesh tour of UAE. Wasim, the skipper of UAE, taking on Shantor. UAE vs Bangladesh happening on 17th May and 19th May. So best of two series will be coming you live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Yeah, watch out for this encounter. UAE up and coming. Bangladesh, a very formidable side. It'll be an exciting contest. UAE in home conditions at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. So the stage is set for a big encounter. Meanwhile, Sharjah looking to score 26 runs of the remaining 12 deliveries.
I think the pendulum shift is in favour of the men in yellow. Siam Khan bowling exceptionally well. He's picked up a wicket, and mind you, he's also created an opportunity which was put down. And it's not easy to score off this speedster.
Yeah, the way he bowls, slingy action, releases the ball almost parallel to the ground, and has got the ability to bowl those Yorkers as well. Looking for the Yorker again. Clipped away for the second. They're going for it, and puts in the dive as well. This is good running from Khuzaima and from Nurullah as well. They managed to take two.
It reminds me of innings. Let's have a look at delivery once again. Full length Yorker, and they comfortably pick up a couple of runs. Reminds me of an innings from Siam Khan, where they were up against UAE domestic team, and the team were going absolutely all guns blazing. In comes Siam Khan, picks up a hat trick and gets his team over the line comfortably. That's been the case with Siam Khan. Always picks up wickets quite comfortably, and not easy to read him up. Full toss, does not get the connection right. A diving effort from Basil Hamid, and he saves that boundary for the team.
Will be an interesting replay because Basil Hamid, we know he's a very good fielder. Was it a close chance? Was it a dropped catch? Or was it a really good effort? Let's find out. Mistimed on a full toss. Basil Hamid, yeah, very well done. I think it was not a catch, but he's managed well to get his hands onto it. Quick to get onto his feet and stopping the ball from crossing the rope. So saved a couple of runs for his side.
Full marks for his commitment in the field. Absolutely magnificent. They'll have a boundary check though. Credit must be given to Nadeem as well for his batting performance. Scored 25 odd runs today, especially when they lost the top order of team Abu Dhabi. They're having a look at the boundary. I think he's all right there.
Yeah, it's after he collects the ball. That's where they want to check if the foot landed on the ropes or not. But it's very difficult to say from this angle. No movement of the rope as far as we can see it in the replay. So it should be a clean save. And that's what it seems to be. 20 needed of 9. Game is on at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Good delivery. Darting in those Yorkers is Siam Khan, consistently maintaining that line and length. And that has been the success story of this young lad, Siam Khan.
Well, I think Abu Dhabi has used Siam Khan well. They brought him late in the innings. They've got him when there is a kind of pressure and they've lost wickets. And in the death, Siam is very difficult to score runs off. Coming around the wicket for his penultimate delivery. That's in the air and will land safely. They will get a single, but that was a very risky shot from Nurullah.
Well, he could. The moment he saw that improvisation from the batter, he changed his angle there, Siam Khan, just ensuring he's not allowing that freebie on offer. Brilliant from Siam. I think there will be a concussion test. It has hit his helmet.
Yeah, and when I say risky, I meant exactly that. It's such a dangerous shot to play. Sometimes we've seen that the batters trying to play this shot direct the ball straight onto the helmet after it hits the bat. Look at that. It has hit him on the helmet and it went up in the air. You should not try this at home. It's a very risky shot. Need a lot of practice and you need a lot of bravery as well to play that shot, isn't it?
I was about to come to that point that you've just mentioned it. You need a lot of practice, especially when you're up against a bowler who's clocking about 130, 135 comfortably. So you need to make sure you need to get that line right. It's not easy. Couple of questions from Dr. Kiran. And it looks like he's all right there. And Umair Ali Khan, as animated as always, signals he's all right.
Well, all seems to be okay now and we'll be back to live action. 18 needed of 7. They need a boundary here. That will ease a lot of pressure. Even if they can get a 4, that will mean that they'll need 13 to chase in the last 6 deliveries. This is a good fight back. Good comeback from Abu Dhabi. They've taken it till the last over. Last ball.
Full length yet again. It'll just be a single to conclude the over. They need 17 of the final. It is not going to be an easy affair unless Nurullah or Khuzaima will find those maximums. 9 overs gone, 72 for 4. 9 overs, 72 for 4, 17 required. They need big hits. And Haider, he gave away 12 runs in the first over and has been given that responsibility to bowl the final over.
Well, 17 needed. That will be...
Shoaib, I can tell you for sure 85 to 90% of deliveries were full length Yorkers from the bowlers of Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, they've come out with a plan today. The bowlers have done really well. I'm very impressed with the way they've bowled. Their batting has let them down. But having said that, they've made a match out of this one. 14 needed of 4. They have a very good chance of winning this game. Oh, it's in the slot and Nurullah has missed it. And it's hit the stumps as well. I think it's the end of the innings for Khuzaima.
Well, they just wanted to make sure they don't have that dot ball in play. Trying to go for a big heave. Didn't get the connection. And in the end, another one bites the dust. Khuzaima bin Tanveer will have to walk back. 17 of 12 for him. 75 for 5 are Sharjah. Would have expected him to come a bit early. We've seen him perform really well away Ali. Different batting lineup today. Is one such batter, Shoaib, who can take the game away from you. It's too late for him to come out and to go bang bang right from ball one.
Yeah, it's a difficult time to come out to bat. You have to start hitting right from ball number 1. 14 needed of 3 deliveries. They need a 6 or a 4 at least to keep themselves alive in the game. A couple of runs will also keep them alive, but you would want to hit a boundary here. But what a bowling performance this has been from Abu Dhabi and from Haider in this over so far. Goes for the Yorker again. Looking for the second, and will get it.
Very well executed from Haider Razak, I beg your pardon. Brilliant line, brilliant channels, keeping the batters at bay, not allowing those freebies, and especially when you're under pressure in the death overs, it's not easy. But he's done well, just given away 5 runs so far. Straight down the ground. It'll just be, well, they pick up a couple of runs. Unless they come up with some extras, it is Team Abu Dhabi who will be crossing the line.
Oh yes, what a performance. They've managed to restrict Sharjah from scoring those 89 runs. This is great bowling, great captaincy, overall good team effort. Even after dropping a few catches, they've still managed to win this. This one is a wide, still not over. Last ball. They need 10 runs.
There's a polite inquiry from Haider Razak asking the umpire that he shuffled a little bit. Will that still be a wide? I think it's a fair call from the umpire. Just one good delivery is all is required for Team Abu Dhabi. There'll still be a lot of work to do for them in the upcoming matches.
That's in the air, should be taken. No, it will land safely, but they've not run, and that is it. The moment that Abu Dhabi will be very happy and eagerly waiting for the last 2 days. Couldn't win a game yesterday, but now finally they've broken the shackles and have gone back to winning ways. What a performance this is from the men in yellow. They couldn't score enough runs with the bat, but they believed in themselves, and their bowlers responded well. Bowled under difficult conditions, but managed to execute their plans, and the end result is a pleasing one for Abu Dhabi.
You're absolutely right. The bowlers have done exceptionally well. They were quite scratchy in the field couple of opportunities went down, but still they've managed to come back strongly, and they'll be mighty pleased with the effort put in by the bowlers. They'll have to do some tweaking with respect to the batting order especially, and I'm optimistic they'll head back to the drawing board and come up with a strategic plan to execute their plans in the upcoming matches.
Yeah, and Sharjah, they too need to plan a lot because there's a lot of room for improvement for Sharjah, especially with their batting. They did well in that first innings, but their batting has let them down in this game. So that's the batting card for Sharjah. They got runs, they got a few runs, everyone who came out to bat, but none of them stayed there till the end. And when you've got two new batters in the middle, it's very difficult to score runs as soon as you come out to bat. So a little disappointing for Sharjah. They would have fancied chasing it down, but not tonight. Not today, beg your pardon. 80 is what they could get, and they've lost the game by 9 runs.
2 for 9 for Umair, spectacular with 4.5 over as an economy rate. That's exactly what you would want to have. 1 for 17 for Haider, and Rohan Mustafa could not pick up a wicket but just gave away 19 runs. And Siam Khan, what an outing he has had. 1 for 14. Remember, he did create those opportunities, and in the end it's just 2 extras as well. Quite clinical from the bowlers of Abu Dhabi. Well, that's the highlight package for you. People who've just joined us, Khalid Shah started off really well. Could find the middle of the bat. Initially against Haider Razak was expensive, but it was then Umair Ali Khan who came with his variations and picked up wickets quite comfortably. Haider Ali picking up a very good catch, and yet again providing those wickets for Team Abu Dhabi was Haider Ali. This one cleaned him up. Hamid had absolutely no question, no answers to that. Daniel Liaquat just could not contain today. Full length Yorker was picked up in the deep to Rohan Mustafa. Umair Ali Khan yet again creating an opportunity and wonderful catch, getting the better of Luqman Faisal. Bowling to their channels where the bowlers of Team Abu Dhabi, and in the end winning by 8 runs.
So that's how the match panned out. It was Abu Dhabi batting first, got to 88 in their 10 overs, thanks to Nadeem, who scored a quick fire 30 of just 14 deliveries. Ibrahim Masood was the pick of the bowlers for Sharjah, getting 3 wickets to his name, a wicket for Khuzaimah bin Tanveer and a wicket for Daniel Liaquat as well. In reply, Sharjah got a good start but just couldn't finish things in their favour. Khuzaimah bin Tanveer was the top scorer, scoring 17 of 12, Daniel scoring 16 and Hamid Khan scoring 15 of his 12 deliveries. Well, for Abu Dhabi it was Umair Ali Khan, the pick of the bowlers. He bowled 2 overs and got 2 wickets to his name, conceding just 9 runs. Siam bowled well too in the fag end of the innings, getting a wicket to his name, and the spinner Haider Ali getting a wicket to his name as well. Abu Dhabi winning this game by 8 runs. So we've seen what we were expecting, some real drama and entertainment. Let's look at the points table and where these teams stand at the moment. Sharjah are still at the top with 6 points, but that could change today with the other teams very close and catching up to the top table topper. Sharjah is at 6 points. They are at number 1. Emirates Blues too are at 6 points. Abu Dhabi with this win have joined the other 2 teams, Fujairah and Emirates Reds, with 4 points. So it is getting tighter. The distance is narrowing in that middle of the table, and there's going to be a good fight between these top 4-5 sides, as Dubai and Ajman are languishing at the bottom of the table. Dubai will be playing 2 matches today, so if they can win those 2 games, they will have a very strong chance of making it into the top 4. Remember, the top 4 teams will play in the semi-final. So the race is on as all these teams are vying for a spot in the top 4. Well, that's it from the commentary box. My name is Shoaib, but before we let you go, we'll head down to the sidelines and find out who the player of the match is.
Welcome everyone to the post-match presentation for match number 13 of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10 2025 powered by Fancode. It was the encounter between Abu Dhabi and Sharjah. Abu Dhabi posted a score of 88 runs and they managed to defend it and restricted Sharjah to just 80 and win a close nail-biter but just 8 runs. It's time to present the player of the match medallion that will be awarded by our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, and it goes to the star all-rounder of Abu Dhabi, Umair Ali Khan, for an outstanding spell of 2 overs, 2 wickets for just 9 runs. A game-changing effort indeed. जानी बहुत बहुत आपको मुबारक हो. 88 स्कोर लगाया था, फिर ड्रेसिंग रूम में क्या बात हुई थी इनिंग्स ब्रेक में?
या बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, यही बात की थी कप्तान ने कि विकेट इतनी इजी नहीं है, इंशाल्लाह 90 रन करेंगे तो हम लोग मैच जीतेंगे. तो वही हुआ और हम लोगों ने अकॉर्डिंग टू विकेट बॉलिंग की है और रिजल्ट आपके सामने माशाल्लाह से.
आप तो बहुत सीनियर प्लेयर हैं, आपको पता है पिचेस को रीड करना है. बाकी जो यंग बॉलर्स हैं उनको इस कंडीशंस में कौन सी लेंथ, कौन सी लाइन करानी चाहिए?
उनको यही बोला था कि दूर रख के आप जो है लेंथ बॉल करें, स्लो वन करें और यार्कर करें, क्योंकि आपको मालूम है इतना ईजी नहीं था हिट करना. और सब ने इंशाल्लाह में एफर्ट की है, तो पूरी टीम की एफर्ट है और आपके सामने रिजल्ट है.
सेलिब्रेशंस इस साल की D10 में क्या देखने को मिलेगा हमें?
इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट मैचेस में आपको देखने को मिलेगा. बहुत गर्मी है, इसमें सेलिब्रेशन नहीं की जा रही थी.
वाकई बहुत गर्मी है. टेक अ रेस्ट, यू हैव अनदर मैच. वेल प्लेड.
थैंक यू.
Well, that's all from the post match. We have another match coming up. It's going to be Dubai taking on Emirates Blues. मैं को अपने कोल बुला रहे, इत्थे बुला रहे. Bobby shoes. Toss time for match